TV from a mental health perspective. It's your boy, Mark. I'm here. I've had a good weekend so far. Yesterday I did another fitness competition. Next week I have another one. The week after that I have another one. I'm just lining them up and knocking them down right now. My times are getting better again. My fitness is getting better again. And when my fitness is good, all is usually good. I started watching $1,000,000 Secret after it was suggested to me. I found it. I looked at it. I guess Cliff Notes mentioned it, and people watched it because of Cliff Notes. And I decided to take a look at it. It kept popping up on my Netflix suggestions. And I watched it and I was like, Traders Jr. That's the vibe that I got from $1,000,000 Secret. Now, it's interesting enough for me to have watched 3 episodes of it, because trust me, if I don't like something like The Anonymous, I tried watching The Anonymous, I cut it off. The Circle season 6, I watched like half the season, I cut it off. I'll probably never return to those. The GOAT, I think that I did see the whole season of the GOAT, but I just found that show to be extremely ridiculous. But $1,000,000 Secret at least has some potential to it. I don't like the fact that it's so similar to the Traders, though, down to the breakfast, the round table, the secret missions. Like it's a carbon copy of the Traders. The only real difference with that, let me see, is the fact that there's only one person. So the Traders will have like 2 to 4 traders at one time, whereas the person who is the millionaire, they are a standalone, and then they have to like complete missions, and their prizes are either to do things like taking away people's votes because the group gets to vote somebody out, or they get to transfer the $1,000,000 to somebody else. And the thing is, so far from the 3 episodes that I've seen, the $1,000,000 has gotten transferred twice, and both times everybody knew that it was transferred, and they figured out who it was transferred to because the host of the show gives one person of the group, chooses one person who they trust to go get this information from the host, and he gives that one person a hint, and then that person it's their choice whether they want to be truthful and tell them exactly what the hint was, or whether they want to make something up. So far they've told the truth, and it's been easy to figure out who the millionaire is. It kind of has elements of the Trust to it as well, if you have seen the Trust. It's called $1,000,000 Secret. It's on Netflix. I remember you rant on it. Yeah, it's okay. It's no Big Brother. That's what I can say. It is no Big Brother. None of these shows are as interesting as Big Brother to me, but The Traders is the one show in many that really kind of captures my attention, like the major shows. Like the major competition ones to me is just the challenge, um, Survivor, Big Brother. I haven't gotten into the Amazing Race, but I will. When that season releases with the all Big Brother and family cast on it, I'm gonna definitely be watching that season. Just because I'll know all the people. I'll know a good chunk of the cast. I never try any new reality shows like Survivor, The Amazing Race, and Big Brother is almost always on most of the year, so I never really need a reality TV fixing. And I've seen it all. When you see it, I mean, you can give me some feedback, but I really think that it's like Traders Light. They just flipped around a few elements of the Traders to make it like slightly different, and they rolled with it. That's my feeling on it. Not that it's bad. I'd probably like it a lot more if I hadn't seen the Traders. Like if I was just browsing around for shows and found it and I never watched the Traders before, I would be like, this is a pretty cool show. But due to the Traders, I'm looking at it and I'm comparing it. The only time I check out a show is if someone from... The only reason I watch Survivor or Big Brother is because of my YouTube page. Because before I had this YouTube page, I had never seen Survivor a day in my life. I had just started watching Big Brother in 2020, and then I started covering Big Brother in 2023, 22 maybe. Let me see this timeline. 2020, 2021, whatever year 24 was out. So there's nothing left for me to cover, and I didn't know what to do. So then my channel suggested, they were like, hey, can you cover Survivor? So I was like, at that time I was actually like, no, I'm not interested in Survivor. But then I think the following new season of Survivor that came on, I watched it. I didn't like it at first, and then, you know, it's on the rotation. It's not my top show or anything, but Survivor is on the rotation for me. But I do watch it mostly because of my channel. And as for Big Brother, I have started to like Big Brother, but I wouldn't invest nearly the time as how much time I invest in it without my channel. I just would not. Hi, Marshall. I can't keep track of names. What I used to do when I was doing my recaps of Survivor and early on in Big Brother, which I'm probably still going to do with Big Brother actually, I would print out the list of all the names where it would have their picture. They make these yearbook style things every year. Fans make them or whatever, or maybe the show makes them sometimes. I think the fans make them. I think the actual CBS ones just show their pictures, but the fan made ones will have their picture and their name on the bottom. So when people are talking to me about them when I'm doing my recaps, I look down at my cheat sheet and I'm like, oh, okay, this is this person, this is that one, this is this one. I was telling Ed the other day, I know, like, offhand, if you just asked me to name all the people who are left on Survivor, I could name like 3, 4 of them. When I'm seeing, and when I watch the episode and then they show the little thing at the bottom, oh yeah, this is this person, this is that one. But just in terms of just me memorizing them off the cuff, can't do it. That's one of my greatest weaknesses in life. Like, I went from having this caseload where it was great with the caseload because I'm reaching out to call them. So I have their whole face sheet, that's what it's called. Their face sheet that gives all their information, their name and everything. I'm never going to not know somebody's name. But now, despite the fact that I have people's charts and everything, and I can look them up and all that, now I'm in a building at work where there's hundreds of people that come to this program, and they come on different days. I might meet someone today on Monday, and then they don't come for another 3 weeks, and then, I'm in a hell for somebody who's bad with names. I'll remember everything else around the name except for the name. I like Ori because he has it. Yeah, Ori does that. Ori is good with that. I just don't have time to keep up with. I have found that since I started doing a channel, I don't really have time to keep up with other channels. But back when I was like just watching other channels for entertainment, Ori Streams was one of the ones that I liked. I liked the way that he summarized things. And his videos were not long. Like some people's videos, I would have to sit there for a couple hours or an hour, 45 minutes to get any information. His were like, the best thing that I liked that he did was, what in the world are you honking at? I'm parking. The best thing I liked that he did was on Big Brother when he did the alliance breakdowns, because I remember I was watching his channel a lot during season 25 because they were making a different alliance every 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh man, I can't keep track. So he would be like, all right, guys, so here's the breakdown of the alliances that are formed over the last 24 hours. We got the professors, which consists of this. We got this one. If he was doing it almost like it was a weather forecast. It was so funny. Yeah, I was like, bye, Charity. FOH, Charity. I did not like this. I like the Charity on my channel. I did not like the Charity on Survivor. Not my kind of person. A guy honked at you while you were putting your earbuds away. Wow. I got myself some dollar store socks. 10 pairs of socks for $3. That is what's up. 10 socks for $3. Can't beat that. Cannot beat that. Ugh. 10 pairs of socks for $3. Y'all saw what happens when I go into Walmart. Walmart used to be the place where I could always get cheap socks and undershirts and stuff. Walmart ain't like that no more. Like, it's not the most expensive in the world, but it's also far from the cheapest. Sorry about that. I am transferring some things from my car to my house. So, That's why I'm off camera for a second. Let me get it together. Okay. What is copyright? What would be copyright on this video? Birds chirping. Oh, sorry, birds. Your chirping is copyright. Okay. Cass is here. This live is gonna end. Marshall, this is serious business. You need to answer the question. The question, jerk. Nobody's gonna get that reference. It's one of my old sports. Oh, actually, Marshall might know. If you ever watched John McEnroe, the tennis player, he used to go on these rants. He used to yell at the refs and curse at them. And then this one time he was like, answer the question. The question, jerk. And it's this famous soundbite of John McEnroe. Extremely talented tennis player, but he had a terrible temper. So funny how I feel so energized when I'm doing these races, but when I'm just doing everyday tasks, I'm not that person anymore. I am that person for those 2 hours that just pushes through and just perseveres and lifts heavy things. Johnny Mac was so funny. He was. His personality was classic. Now he's had like a 30-year career as a broadcaster. I will be in all black. I'll be in all black as well if I can remember to be in all black. I love Johnny Mac. It's not an uncommon name for people over 60, but for people my age it is such a dusty name. Just yell my name out. I'll bring my megaphone and annoy everyone. One of my favorite players. Gotta catch that. Answer the question. The question, jerk. Sometimes when I feel like it, I'll just jump on YouTube and watch old clips of McEnroe yelling at the refs. I mean, he was an amazing player too, but I loved watching his rants. They're so funny to me. I love watching athletes lose it in general. They be putting things, right? This huge Amazon box. I'm like, I did not order anything in Amazon that's that big. All of that. Hold on. All of that for this little bag. Well, it's not that little of a bag, but it's not a big enough bag for that massive box either. But I wanted to get a new, I don't know what these are. I forgot what these are called. But I wanted to get a new one. Oh. I gotta make this bigger. I wanted to get a new one because my wallet and my keys and my stuff is just too much for my pockets. I had another one of these. I just lost it and wanted another one. So I'll figure this out off camera. But it's one of those bags. Seems pretty cool so far. It's a little bigger than what I thought it was going to be. But I guess I can also fit a ton of things in here. Right. You probably can't really tell on camera. Let's see. Let's see these comments that got deleted. Hi. Oh, the quadruple high. I tried to hide them and accidentally went to their channel. It got deleted for spam. Ugh. Okay, now I am probably gonna hop off pretty shortly, like within the next 2 minutes or so. Wow, I haven't flipped my calendar since January of 2025. That's kind of crazy. Cam dog. All right, y'all. Thanks for jumping on. You know the deal. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell. Not blind. I've been on different times and missed a few. Engrossed in playing a couple of games lately instead of YouTube, so I'm missing with notifications. All right, y'all. Talk to you soon.